Hey, butterflies. Oh, guys, I am through the roof, crazy inspired, super excited. You've got no idea. Like, literally, of course, I'm excited to talk to you tonight, but I just watched this other training right before I hopped on here, and I can't tell you the last time I have been so mind blown. Like, absolutely jaw to the floor. I want to tell and scream to the world everything that I just learned. So that is going to be something I try out first. Then I will train you guys on it. So for now, I am going to tag a few of you ladies so we can hop on and hang out, and we are going to talk about... hold on. Let me get you guys in here. All of the people, all of my loves. I just keep seeing all these names. I'm like, oh my God, I love this person. Oh my God, I love this person. Oh my God, I love all of these people. As I'm tagging you guys, I'm like, oh yes, I love that person too. So let me get these tags in really quick. So anyone that does want to hop on can hop on. We'll hang out for a second. And I'm going to share with you guys some rather mind-blowing stuff. And you're going to think to yourself like, whoa, this all makes sense. So if you are interested in making money with Scentsy, and Scentsy doesn't have to be your most favorite thing in the whole world. Hello, Mary. Hey, Jess. Say hello, guys, so I know you're here. Scentsy doesn't have to be your heart and soul and your everything, but what you can fall in love with is the freedom that Scentsy can bring to you, to your family. Hello, Maya. The financial freedom, the freedom of your time, the freedom to work when you want, how you want, where you want, to be in charge of yourself, to not have to answer to anybody. That is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking to, this sense of freedom. And I'm telling you, the reason, hello, Caitlin, hello, Courtney, the reason why I am so passionate about that freedom is because for the first time, hello, Carol, the first time in my entire life, I am experiencing that freedom firsthand, guys. And I'm going to tell you, a darling friend of mine, her name is Stephanie Tinner. She is an absolute rock star. I just adore her to the center of my core. She said, where there is one director, there will be more. And I truly, to my heart, believe this because, guys, the freedom that I am experiencing right now is unlike anything I've ever seen in my whole life. I've worked a million jobs. I'm telling you, I went to school full time. I graduated early. I have a bachelor's degree that I don't use for good reason. And let me tell you, the freedom I am experiencing from Scentsy is something that I want to gift to every mother out there. This is something that I want to gift to every single person I know. We went to a dinner party yesterday with some of our friends, and the whole time, the husband just sat there and complained about his job, about how he can't stand his boss, about how he didn't get a raise. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, I'm so glad that I don't have to worry about that because I decide how much money I make, and I decide when I want to work and how I want to work and who I show up for. And all I do, guys, my work is pouring into you, and I love nothing more than that. By the way, I'm not bald today. It is just in a French braid. Okay, so Scentsy is my passion. As many of you know, I love Scentsy. I love the products. I love the company. I love my customers. I love you, my team, my beloved, darling butterflies. I love you guys more than anything. I talk about you all the time. You have no idea. Kevin knows about all of you and your stories and all of the things. And that is my passion. But guess what? Scentsy is a vessel. This is not meant to become your life. It doesn't. You don't have to be me. You don't have to be obsessed with Scentsy like I am. All you can do is be obsessed with the things that it brings into your life, the value that it adds. And this is why we're talking about bringing your passion to your paycheck. Guys, 1% of people get to do this. 1% of people is, so they say in a statistic, is how many people actually get to love what they do for a living. Holy cow, do I feel blessed to be one of that 1%, guys. Incredible. So, Jay Shetty, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. That man, not only is he very fine and nice to look at, his brain is something that I just want to bottle up and carry with me everywhere. Jay Shetty was a speaker in a huge event that I was a part of, and then he did his own little seminar that I watched the other day, and it was so inspiring to me, and I was like, wow, this is something that I need to share with all of my girls. They all need to hear this. You guys need to hear this because, wow, this valuable information is just something that is transferred into our life and our Scentsy world and so incredible. So he's talking about creating an income doing what you love. Guys, how many of you love going up to work because you love all of your coworkers and your boss and you love how much money you make and you love being away from your kids, or you love getting out of bed to go to work at 6 a.m, or you love having to go into work on your days off? I bet you there's quite a few people watching this that do not love what they do. You have the power to change that, my friends. You, my friend, you do. You have the power to do that. If what you do for a living is what you love, but maybe it doesn't pay the bills, or maybe it pulls you away from other things and you miss out on family time, or you miss out on events, or whatever the heck it is, I'm telling you, you have the opportunity to change that. So, like I said, 1% of the world's population gets to experiencing doing what they love. And Jay Shetty focuses on 3 things. The 3 C's: coaching, community, and consistency. Y'all hear me say consistency all the damn time, right? You're like, oh gosh, I'm so sick of Vanessa saying follow up and consistency. But right here is where it's at. So let me tell you this. Coaching is the first key pillar in creating an income doing what you love. Now, this includes business coaching, life coaching, and mentoring, guys. Business coaching, which is your Scentsy business, life coaching, which is your personal self, and mentoring, which means that someone is mentoring you, and in return, you are paying that forward and mentoring somebody else. That's the team building. Hello, this is literally about Scentsy, guys, and he probably doesn't even know what Scentsy is. And if he does, I would kiss the man and give him all of the wax and warmers that he wants, even though he's happily married and his wife is also gorgeous. Okay, so let's talk about coaching. There's 3 different ways that you can establish this coaching. So you can get coaching through books and through podcasts. Essentially, what you want to do is you want to become an expert in your field. Knowledge is power. So if you need information on products, then you are going to start watching trainings on our products. If you want to get better at parties and you want to be an expert at parties, what are you going to do? You're going to find books or podcasts or YouTube videos about different ways to party until you find the one you want. If you are struggling with growing a team, same thing there. You go in and you train yourself. That is the coaching through the books, the podcasts, the YouTube trainings. You want to become an expert and you want to get coaching that you need to level up, my friends, because where you are right now, sure, it's great. We all just got a paycheck today, right? I am very thankful for said paycheck. I'm sure that you are too. Maybe it wasn't the biggest paycheck ever, but that money still added value to your life, to your family's life, and it padded your pockets, right? Either you were able to spoil yourself, or maybe your bills were easier to pay this month because of Scentsy. Now let me tell you, you can level up. You can double that. You can triple that. You can make over $30,000 USD in 1 month selling Scentsy. I'm not at all lying, and I'm telling you that you know at least one person that makes $30,000 in 1 month. Guys, that's a lot of money. Do you need all that money? Probably not. But would you ever be upset about having freedom and making that much money? Holy cow, guys. Loving what you do what you love, bring an income from it. Okay, so books, podcasts, YouTube trainings. The next way you can get coaching is through seminars, conferences, and workshops. So this is things. So again, you're going to work on yourself. You need the coaching for your business, but you also need the coaching for your personal self, because guess what? We can always grow. We can always become better at something, whether it's self-confidence. Are you someone who lacks self-confidence? Do you second guess yourself? Do you doubt yourself and your abilities? Do you need to grow in being more open-minded? Are you someone who struggles with being positive? And do you struggle with negative thoughts, whether they're about yourself or doubting your abilities, or maybe you're just closed-minded and you want to open that up and broaden your horizons? Whatever it is that you need to work on to grow, to become better for yourself, for your family, for your Scentsy family, for your Scentsy teams if you have them. That's another thing you want to coach on. So find seminars or conferences or any sort of workshop to help you with those. Look into what you want to level up in and become an expert in that field. Let me tell you guys, I was terrified of public speaking. I would turn bright red. I would sweat. I would borderline cry anytime I had to walk in front of a classroom and talk to people. That was me going on 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I could not talk in front of a classroom at all. 5 to 7 years ago, I would sweat and cry and my face would be bright red and I would stutter and I had no self-confidence. I had no worth. I had complete doubt in myself and every ability that I ever owned. So you have the power to change that. Another great thing, we're playing this back to Scentsy, guys. Your Scentsy company offers conferences twice a year, guys, twice a year. That means during the world tour that we just had, and then in July when we have our Scentsy family reunion, that's another one. So if you're looking to level up in your business, that's another form of coaching. Now the next one is a physical or virtual coach. Guys, do not pay one because you have one. And you're looking at her, literally looking at her. I love you. You watching this. Courtney and Jessica and Kaylin and everyone on here, I love you more than anything. And I want you to succeed more than anything. So if you are looking for a one-on-one virtual or in-person coach, I am your girl. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. A coach is someone that you want to find someone that is at the level that you want to be at. So if you want to be a certified consultant, find one. If you want to be a lead consultant, find one. If you want to be a star consultant, find one. Guess what, guys? We have those on our team. Kaylin Riding is an amazing person who is more than happy to share. Jessica Hama, that girl has a lot of value that she adds to the table. Maya, another amazing person that adds so much value to our table. Find those people, dig into them. Even if they're not on our team, dig into them, guys, because guess what? We are part of 2 other team pages. The Better Bartenders team page, the Team Tiny team page. There are thousands of consultants that you can tap into and completely absorb. Now, the thing is, you always want to be learning. It never ends because times are always changing. So we're always trying to learn new things and try new things because our world changes on a very regular basis. Think of a business coach as a personal trainer, but for your brain. You know what I mean? You have a personal trainer. Now, if you were to work out at home by yourself or at the gym by yourself, you can get fit and you can see results, but chances are it's going to take you a little while. And maybe you don't have the knowledge. So then you have to take the time to learn how to do these workouts, how to work out your legs, how to work out your shoulders. Or you can get a personal trainer. You will see results quicker because that person already has the knowledge and they're going to push you because they believe in you and they're going to show you the ropes and they're going to say, you can do this. I believe in you. Let's go. That's exactly what a coach would do for your business or for your life. So think of this as a personal trainer for your brain. That's 100% what this is. Okay, the next one we're moving to is community. There is a huge reason why Scentsy focuses so hard on that sense of community. The sense of community within Scentsy as a whole, within superstar directors, within star directors, with directors themselves, within team pages, because community is where we see so much of our life unfold and so many amazing things come out of this, guys. Now, let me tell you, if you want to achieve your goals, you need to find people that look like the future, not like the past. You are a complete compilation of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So think to yourself, who did you spend the most time with in the last week? Whether it's talking to or physically being around, because I know COVID's a thing. So maybe it's, who did you spend time talking to in the last week? Was it someone that was uplifting and encouraging? Someone who believes in you? Or was it someone who doubts you? Someone who brings you down? Maybe someone who's very negative and they constantly complain. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Because you are trapped with that person. You can love that person, but that doesn't mean you have to spend all of this time. I'll tell you, when you surround yourself with people that want to level up, you yourself will level up. It's that sense of community to a T. You have a 95% chance of increasing your success when you surround yourself with a community that is centered around your goals. So, We already have a community, guys. We have our team page. There are so many amazing people on here and everyone brings different things to a table. Being in a business like this is just like a potluck dinner. Everyone brings something to the table. Maybe it's a handmade pie. Maybe it's a veggie tray from Giant Eagle. But guess what? We're not here to compare what everybody else brings to the table. We are here to eat at the table. There will always be a seat for more people. There will never be an exclusion of people from our table. So that means that when you go to this table, you just grab what you need and you go on. And everyone just brings something and we all add value. We have this community around a goal. Now, the thing you need to do is you need to collaborate and you need to network. You need to find someone or something that motivates you and something that inspires you. The thing that I hugely can recommend to you is find an accountability partner. Find 1 to 2 people that are in the same boat as you. They also want to level up. Maybe they want to hit the same goal. Maybe they want to hit the same promotion as you do. Maybe they have the same struggles that you do. But it's somebody else that you can talk to on a regular basis. Include them into the top 5 people you communicate with, and you will see you will level up. They will level up because you check in with each other. Because you are more likely to go to the gym when you tell your friend you're going to go. And your friend goes, hey, how was the gym? And then when you didn't go, you're like, oh shit, I should have gone. I knew I should have gone because she's going to ask if I went to the gym. Your accountability partner in your accountability partner in your Scentsy business is going to ask, did you show up to your business today? Did you follow up today? Did you have a party this month? What are your PRV goals? How many people do you want to welcome to the team? How many joint conversations do you want to have? I'll tell you, I've got several. I have several accountability partners, and since I've established those relationships, I have bumped up heavy, hard, and fast, and it's been amazing. So there's 4 types of people that you want to surround yourself with. People that are consistent, people that care about you, people that have character, and people that are experts. Okay? So those are 4 types of people. You want someone who is competent, which means they are capable of doing great things. You want someone who is an expert, which means they are someone who has a lot of knowledge. You want someone who is consistent. They show up all the time. They are putting in orders all the time. They are following up all the time. Or maybe they want to become consistent. And then someone who cares about you. Those are the people you want to surround yourself with. Those are the people you will level up with. If you are surrounding yourself with those kind of people, that community, you will level up. If you surround yourself with people who are Debbie Downers, who are constantly negative, who say, I couldn't possibly do this. I couldn't ever go up that high. I could never recruit somebody. I would make a terrible team leader. I would never be able to do this or that or the other thing, and woe is me. That's not the person you want to surround yourself with. That is not the person that's going to level up. That's not the person that's going to help you level up either. When you give, you take. It is a give and take thing. You do not take. You also can't give. You have to find that balance. Now, that third C in our 3 C's is consistency. You'll hear me say this all of the time. I'll tell you, I've been a consultant for almost 7 years. I have not been a great consultant until the last 12 months because I focused on consistency. When that became my focus, everything around me completely leveled up 100%. So, with consistency, when we have coaching and community in place, consistency naturally follows. We often judge ourselves for lacking motivation, inspiration, and consistency. The other thing is the best way to build up consistency is to create 1 or 2 parts of your day that are consistent. Maybe it's a morning routine. Maybe it's a nighttime routine. Whatever it is, start small. If you can do 1 thing consistently, I promise you everything else will follow. Because you know what I did? You know what my first consistency thing was? That I was like, oh, I am consistent. I can do anything. I said, I'm going to do 1 thing for my business every day. Maybe I'm having a really rough day. And that 1 thing is making a post on Facebook. But some days I feel motivated. I feel good. I want to do things. I feel inspired. And I do a bunch of things. And I'll tell you that once I realized that I could consistently show up for 6 months in a row, every single day, I was like, wow, I have consistency. My willpower, my brain power is so incredible because I have consistency. So you know what that led to, guys? I got into plants. I know this sounds ridiculous, but I got into plants because I said, if I can consistently work a business, I can consistently have plants and I can consistently remember to take care of my plants. And if any of you know me outside of this team page, if you are a friend of mine on Facebook, you know how much I love my plants. I will tell you, everyone's like, oh, I don't have a green thumb. I go, I don't either. I just have consistency because I remember that on these days I water my plants. On this, like every single day I water these plants. Once a week I water these plants. And I'll tell you guys, I probably own close to 30 plants. I have 30 plants. Before, I couldn't keep a single thing alive. I killed 4 plants over the summer and I only owned 4 plants. But I was like, you know what? I have consistency. I can do anything. 100%. I got this. Absolutely. Consistency in one part of your life will transfer over to consistency in every part of your life. Consistency in plants, watering plants, and showing up for your business. Consistency in follow-up, because now I follow up every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Consistency in eating healthy, consistency in taking care of yourself, consistency in working out. Because guys, if you haven't been watching my journey, I've been working out almost every single day for the past 2 weeks because it's all in your head. Consistency is 100% that. The key to doing what you love and making an income from it is creating a purpose-driven income that requires momentum. You start with one thing. When you are consistent in one thing, you want to stay consistent in so much more. If you really want to make it happen, you will make it happen. I have said it a million times and I'll say it again. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to quit your job? How bad do you want to have extra income? And it doesn't stop there, because if you say, I really want extra income, but why? What is that money going to do for you? What is that money going to do for your family? Because just saying, I want extra money won't get you out of bed at the beginning. It won't get you out of bed at the beginning of the day. But if you say, I want extra income so that I can spend more time with my children, so I can make a positive impact on their life and they have cherished memories with me as they grow up, that will get you out of bed in the morning. That is what you need. That's the motivation, but the consistency is what keeps it going, because you won't always feel motivated. And at that point, you need to be disciplined. And that's when the consistency comes in. It's kind of like when you have a streak going. If you've ever been on Snapchat or if you played Candy Crush, they have a streak counter. And oh my God, you don't want to break the streak. You're going to play Candy Crush every single day because you don't want to break the streak. You are going to send your friend a Snapchat every day because you don't want to break the streak. That's consistency, my friend. You've probably already done it and you didn't even realize it. Okay, now here's this. If you really want to make it happen and you are tight on time, this is what you need to do. You need to sit down and say, how much time am I willing to dedicate to my Scentsy business? Is it 10 minutes a day? Is it 20 minutes a day? Is it 30 minutes a day? Is it an hour a day? Whatever it is, write it down. Write it down right now. I grab paper, grab a pencil, write it down. How much time are you willing to dedicate to this? Because if you watch a TV show every night, that's at least 30 minutes to an hour. Are you willing to cut that out to make your dreams happen so that you can experience the freedom that I experience, where I get, you know what, guys? You know what I did this week? I barely worked my business, and instead I went to yoga almost every single day. I started working out. I spent time with Kevin's family. I spent time with my family. I took all of Kevin's birthday off without having to worry about anything or answering to anyone. That, my friends, is freedom. So if it's 1 hour a day, for example, you are willing to you're willing to cut out that TV show and dedicate 1 hour a day to your business, that's 28 hours a month. That 28 hours a month is almost equivalent to a full-time job's worth of hours in 1 week, right? 1 to 2 hours a day will propel you forward into the life that you want. Or you can waste that hour on social media scrolling, on video games, on watching TV, or whatever the heck else it is that you do for an hour of a day. You can take that hour and you can drain it away. You could stay in bed for an extra 20, 30 minutes and then watch TV show later. That's an hour right there. Or you can get out of bed, cut out the TV show, and use that hour, utilize that hour to better your life, to level up, so that you, in the future, can have the freedom that you really want. Because in all reality, guys, Scentsy is the vessel. Scentsy is what gives you the freedom. You might not love Scentsy like I do. I love it more than anything. I adore the products. You don't have to. You really don't. All you have to do is really, really want that freedom. So those daily micro tasks, the small things that you do every day, that is what builds up. One step per day, that's all it takes, my friends. That's literally it. Okay, so I will tell you my one piece of advice for this. You don't have to know it all to get started, just like you don't have to know it all to get started to work out. And I will tell you, the hardest thing is getting started. I started working out again. And so I started going back to yoga 4 weeks ago. Do you know how months had gone by where I said, I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. I'll start tomorrow. Eventually I said, I need to stop making the excuses. I just need to go. Since I've gone at least 4 to 5 times every week since 4 weeks in a row. Okay? Listen, working out. I told myself, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start working out again in a gym or at home, but like intense actual workouts like I used to do. I've been telling myself that since before COVID started almost a year ago. I actually started on February 27th, I believe. February 27th, I started to actually work out. I didn't want to do it. I almost canceled on it 3 times, and it was just at my house. I also wanted to quit halfway through. I also wanted to quit with 5 minutes left. I also wanted to quit with 1 minute to go. Maybe I'll just quit early. Do not quit. The hardest thing is getting started. But once you do it, once I got through that first workout, I said, wow, if I can do that one time, I could do that as many times as I want. I have the power to do this. And then it became a consistency thing. If you could do anything for 60 seconds, you could do anything. If you can do a workout for 60 seconds, you could do anything. If you can work your business for 60 seconds, you could do anything. Break it down into increments if you have to, guys. Getting started is hard. There will never be a good time to do it. Just make it happen. Start right now. As soon as we get off of this call, start right now on something to do for your business. Start as soon as the morning comes, but don't say, I'll start tomorrow. Because tomorrow turns into the next day, which turns into a month, which turns into 6 months, which turns into a year. And before you know it, you're still saying, I'll work my Scentsy business tomorrow. And you could be a years ahead, or you could be exactly where you're at a year from now. You have the decision. You have everything you need to get started, everything you need to be successful. I believe in you. I think that you are one of the most incredible people on this whole world. I feel honored to know you. I feel so privileged to have you on my Scentsy team. And I think you're incredible. So that's what I have for you, my friends. If you have any questions, please drop them below. Even if you're catching the replay, drop it below. I will get back to you as soon as I can, but I really hope this helped because, honest to God, guys, I wouldn't tell you all of these amazing things if I didn't believe it. 100%. I think that this will change your life. Otherwise, I wouldn't sit here. I wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be having this conversation. So I poured into you. I hope that this helped you in any little bit at all. I love you, darling. I love you dearly, is what I meant to say. I love you dearly. I hope you have an amazing rest of your Tuesday, and that is what I'm leaving you with. Goodbye, my friends. I believe in you. You can do this. Don't wait until tomorrow. Do something as soon as we get off that call because the consistency starts right now.